Dear students, welcome to lecture 22. From this lecture, Unit 4 topics are covered. As part of Unit 4, today's topic is Task Assignment Approach. So we know that in a distributed system there will be multiple tasks. So the goal is to achieve the optimal assignment policy for all the tasks. What is this assignment means? Each process is divided into different small pieces called as tasks. Each task is assigned to a node. So, how the tasks will be assigned means they are assigned to number of nodes in such a way that the cost, that is communication cost between the two processes, that is two tasks, or the execution cost is minimized. So this basic idea behind this task assignment approach is it assumes that the process has already been split into pieces. Okay, one process is there, P1 process. That process is divided into, for example, 6 small pieces, task 1, task 2, task 3, task 4, like that. Okay, those small pieces are called as tasks. And it also ensures the data transfer among the tasks will be minimized. And another assumption is the amount of computation required by each task and speed of each processor are known. Means how much computation is computation means calculation. How much CPU time is required for completion of that particular task is also known. And we also know that always the computation calculation speed is depend upon the processor capacity. Like that, the speed of the processor should be known. And we also estimate on the communication between the two tasks like n into t. So for inter-task communication means we will see this one in few minutes. So on an average, inter-task communication is T, and n times if both the tasks are communicated in such a way, it will be n into T. Okay. Reassignment of tasks is generally not possible. So why? With these assumptions, the task assignment algorithm can achieve these goals. What are those goals? Means minimization of IPC cost, means inter-process communication costs will be minimized. If we both send an SMS, nowadays it is free, but with some networks it will cost 1 rupee or 80 paisa, 50 paisa, like that. We will choose in which package it is minimized, like that. In which scheme the minimization of cost will be there. And with this approach, with the task assignment algorithm approach, the cost is minimized. And quick turnaround time means from request to response, the turnaround time is quick, means it will get the fast responses. And high degree of parallelism, we can run jobs parallelly. Efficient utilization of system resources is also possible while using these algorithms. So we will look at this with the help of an example, what is meant by this task assignment approach. Let us consider this assignment problem. This assignment problem was discussed by Stone in 1977. See here, inter-task communication tasks costs. Means to communicate between T1 to T1 the cost is 0. But if T1 want to communicate with T2 the cost is 6. Like that, T2 to T1 is 6, T2 to T2 is 0. Like that, we will take the communication costs. Okay. So here there are 6 tasks, T1, T2, T3, T4, T5 and T6. One process is divided into 6 tasks. Here we will have 2 task assignment parameters. One is task execution costs and another one is inter-task communication costs. Okay, there are 2 task assignment parameters. For assigning the tasks, there are 2 types of costs. One is execution cost and the another one is inter-task communication costs. These are the tasks, and we are assuming that there are 2 nodes in the system, N1 and N2. Okay, 2 nodes are there. The inter-cost communication costs are denoted with Cij. We will see here. And all the execution costs will be denoted with XAB. We will see this one. So, see here, execution cost means if you execute this particular task T1 on node N1, it costs, say for example, 5. If you execute that task in node N2, it costs 10 rupees. This algorithm aim is to minimize the cost. So, T1 task is assigned to N1. This is called as serial assignment, and here we will having 2 N1 and N0. So, in serial assignment, where this T1 task to which node it will be assigned? See here, T1 will be assigned to N1. Why? Because it costs only 5. So, task T1 is assigned to which node? N1. Okay. Why? Because N1 has only cost 5, which is smaller than N2. Similarly, task T2 is assigned to N1 or N2. Simply check without seeing C table. It is assigned to N1 itself. Why? Because again the cost is less when compared to N2. Here infinity denotes that the cost is infinite cost. If you run the T2 task in N2, it cannot estimate the cost. So T2 is assigned to again N1. Similarly, see here T3 with equal cost. In such a case also, as it is serial assignment, this one will be given to N1 only. Means T3 will be assigned to N1 only. Okay, I am repeating this. If both the costs are equal, means the task assigning for both the nodes are equal, in such a case, it will consider the first node only. So, T3 also assigned to N1. And again, check T4. Here the cost is 6, means task T4 assigning to N1 node will take 6, but here it takes only 3. So, T4 is assigned to N2. That's why we have written here N2. And T5. Task T5 cost is less when it is assigned to N2. So, it is assigned to N2 here. And T6, if we assign this task to N1, it is infinity. So, obviously we will assign it to N2. So, T6 is assigned to N2. So, now the assignments of tasks to nodes is completed. This approach we will see in few minutes. See up to here. And we will calculate the total cost. Total cost will be calculated with the help of execution cost plus communication cost, that is X plus C. X is the execution cost, C is the communication cost. So for execution cost, we have already known that from this table, T1 it is assigned to N1. So what is the cost? 5. So we have to write 5 here, and T2, for T2 it is assigned to N1 only. So it is cost 2. So it will be added to 5. Like that, T3 cost is 4. T4 cost is 3. Okay, why? Because T4 is assigned to N2. So we had to write 3, not 6. Don't confuse. And T5 is assigned to N2, that is 2. We have written here. And T6 assigned to N2, that is T6 cost is 4. So if you total all these figures, execution cost, assignment execution cost will be of 20. Now we have to we got this X. Now we have to calculate this C, serial assignment communication cost. That is nothing but CIJ, which is inter-task communication costs. See here, inter-task communication cost, how they will be calculated means, as they are in the same nodes, T1 N1, T2 N1, T3 N1, like that, the cost will be 0. Okay, inter-task communication means the cost will be 0. In such a case that if they are T1 to T1 is 0. So we will calculate this inter-task communication costs now. See here, N1 is assigned with T1, T2 and T3 tasks. N2 is assigned with T4, T5 and T6 tasks. So how we have to write these costs means, T1 when communicated with T4, T5, T6. Similarly, T2 when communicated with inter-task communication done with T4, T5 and T6. Like that, node 1, in node 1, task T3 communicated with T4, T5 and T6. Like this, we will check the communication cost. So here T1 to T4. What is the communication cost? T1 to T4, the communication cost is 0. Means we have to think that these two are not the cooperating process. These two tasks are running independently. So they will not communicate, and the inter-process communication. So inter-task communication will be 0. And next you check T1 to T5. T1 to T5. So T1 to T5 the cost is 0 again. These are also independent tasks. And then T1 to T6. See here C16. It has written like that. First one T1 task with 4, 5 and 6. Like that. See here N2 T1 to T6 the cost is 12. So here it is written as 12. Okay. And next way from T2 to which we have to take the cost, T2 to T4, T2 to T5, T2 to T6. See here again T2 to T4, that is 2, 4, 2, 4, T2, 4. Communication cost is 12. So here it has written again as 12. C24 means cost of task T2 with 4, that is 12 completed. Now T2 to T5, C25, that is task 2, fifth one 3. So we have to write 3 here, and then C26, task 2 to 6, the cost is 0. So up to here it is completed. So for task 3, 3, 4, C3, 4, that is C3, 4. In the third row, task 3, fourth, it is 0. These are also independent process. We will not communicate and it costs 0. Okay. Again, we have to check T3 with T5. T3 with T5 it is 11. So it is written as 11, and T3 with T6. So when T3 communicate with T6 it is also 0. So we have written it as 0. And adding up all these items we will get 38. So total assignment cost is X plus C, that is this 20, that is execution cost, plus 38, that is inter-task communication cost. That means total it will cost 58 for this approach. Okay. Just we have to take the inter-task communication costs and execution costs, and it will be assigned to which node having less cost. Okay. Another approach is optimal approach, optimal assignment approach. Okay, we will see that one. So in optimal assignment of tasks, we will have an approach which is called as optimal assignment, and it is found by creating the static assignment graph. I will show you that graph, and in that graph nodes n1 and n2 will represent the two nodes, that those are two processes, and those two nodes will be assigned tasks T1 through T6, like in the before example which I have shown, the serial assignment approach. Like that, T1 to T6 are used to represent the tasks of the process. So the weights of the edges joining each task node will represent the inter-task communication cost. See here, task to task means for T1 to T2, 6, like that. Task to task edge will be called as the inter-process communication, inter-task communication cost. Sorry, inter-task communication cost. Here that is this one, weights of the edges joining the base represent the inter. The weight on the edge you all know, connecting between two nodes or two tasks. Here it is an edge, so the weight on the edge joining task node to node n will represent the execution cost. So here it is, for example, task to node 2, that is infinity. This is the execution cost, and this one is the edge between two tasks is the inter task communication cost. If it is between edge between two tasks, it is inter task. If an edge between task and node is execution cost. What we will do here in optimal assignment of tasks means, a cut set in this graph is defined between the two set of edges, so that when these edges are removed, the nodes of that particular graph can be divided into two disjoint subsets. We can make them into two independent subsets, so that all the nodes in one subset are reachable from n1, and whatever the nodes which are in the other are reachable from N2. So each task node is reachable from N1, either from N1 or from N2. Both will have a chance. So that cut set we will see here. This one broad line is there. No, this is minimum cut set, so that every task can reach its node. So each cut set corresponds in one-to-one manner. So for this purpose, we'll take the minimum weight cut set. An optimal assignment algorithm, assignment approach may be obtained by finding the minimum weight cut set. How we can find this minimum weight cut set means they will follow different network flow algorithms which are used to find the minimum weight cut set. So here it is assumed as this one. So minimum cost cut. Like that it is assigned. So here if we assume this, we will see the approach here. This one is completed, that is serial assignment. If we assign the tasks to different nodes via serial assignment, we have got 58. But with optimal assignment, see here, all the T1 to T5 tasks are assigned to N1 because they are reachable to N1 node, every node, and T6 is assigned to N2. So that, see here, X11, that is task is assigned to, we have to check in this diagram, it is 5, means it is assigned to N1. We need not check up to here. Check this one. Task assigned with X4 1, means task is assigned with 4. Task 4 is assigned to the node 1, that is 3. Okay, we have to check here, not in that table. Edge will have that cost. Like that, 6 plus 5 plus 4, we will get the cost that is assigned to T26. T3 assigned to the cost. After that, X4 1. So this one is taking, as we are comparing here, the basic assignment approach with the serial assignment approach with the optimal assignment approach. See here, these execution costs are used, and these are up to here, 5 plus 2 plus 4, because they are nodes assigned to N1, 5, 2, 4. And again the execution cost for T4 is 6, T5 is 5. As it is infinity here, it is assigned to node 2, that is 4. Here the execution cost is 26. But if you observe the communication cost, it is minimized here. You see here, the C16 means T1 to T6, means only T1, T2, T3, T4, T5 will communicate with just T6. Like that, T1 to T6, the communication cost is 12. So 12 is added. Again T2 will communicate with T6 with the cost of T2 with T6, that is 0. Like that, each communication cost it will calculate to 12. So total assignment is X plus C, that is 26. Here the assignment execution cost plus the cost of the communication, assignment communication cost, that is 12. So if we assign it via optimal assignment approach, it is giving you as 38, which is very much minimum than the serial assignment approach.